Hello students, so in this video we are going to learn about the cockroach. Particularly in this video I'll teach you about the introductory part of the cockroach as well as the body structures, the body divisions of the cockroach, and in the subsequent videos we'll go through the different body systems of the cockroach. Now let's begin with the introductory part of the cockroach. Now cockroach is an omnipresent animal. What is omnipresent? Omnipresent means it is present everywhere. Okay. Now it prefers damp places, moist places, as well as one of the feature is that it is a nocturnal animal. Nocturnal as in it will prefer night. You will find cockroaches roaming here and there during night time. So it is a nocturnal animal. The second thing is it is omnivorous. Omnivorous meaning it will feed on animals as well as plants. So it is omnivorous, it is nocturnal, as well as it is a cursorial animal. Cursorial meaning what? Cursorial means it can run. So these are few words which you need to remember, that it is nocturnal, omnivorous, it is cursorial, as well as it is omnipresent. It will prefer damp, moist places, the crevices. Okay, in the cracks it will live. Okay, so this is about the cockroach. Now the phylum of the cockroach. Which phylum does the cockroach belong to? So it belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. Now if you know about animal classification, you will know about the phylum Arthropoda, which means jointed appendages. Poda means appendages, arthros means jointed. So similarly cockroach also has jointed appendages. So it belongs to the phylum Arthropoda, it belongs to the class Insecta, it belongs to the kingdom Animalia. There are three common species of cockroach. The three common species of cockroach which you should remember. These names are very important. Three common species. The first one is Periplaneta americana. Periplaneta americana is the first common species of cockroach. The next one is Blatta orientalis. And the last one is Blatta germanica. So these are the three common species of cockroach and these names are very important. Okay. Now if we see about the Periplaneta americana, here the genus is Periplaneta and the species is americana. Okay, so these are the three common species of cockroach. Now the exoskeleton of the cockroach. This is a very important feature about the cockroach. Exoskeleton of the cockroach. So what is the meaning of exoskeleton? Skeleton meaning which will form the framework of the body. Now when I say endoskeleton, that means inside the body which is forming the framework. And when I say exoskeleton, that means outside the body which is forming the framework. Okay, so endoskeleton is generally bony. So in our case, in humans, our endoskeleton is bone. Okay, so it's bony. Similarly, exoskeleton means which will form the covering outside. So in case of cockroach, the exoskeleton is made up of chitin. Chitin is a polysaccharide membrane. Okay, chitin is a polysaccharide, hard, waxy, non-living substance. So this chitinous exoskeleton is one of the characteristic features of cockroach. This is very important, which you should remember, that cockroach has an exoskeleton made up of chitin. That is, it is a hard, waxy, non-living substance. It is basically a polysaccharide. Okay. Now this chitin. Now see the body of the cockroach. Now if you have the body of the cockroach, the dorsal part, the ventral part and the lateral body of the cockroach. Dorsal, ventral and the lateral body of the cockroach. You will find that this whole body is made up of chitin. Now all these layers are given different names. The dorsal layer, the dorsal chitinous plate is called as tergum. So dorsally we have tergum. The ventral chitinous plate is called as sternum. Very easy to remember. Remember like this. Even in humans, in our case, and the ventral side we have sternum, right? So just like that, remember, in case of cockroach, the ventral side the chitin plate is sternum, dorsal side the chitin plate is tergum. These lateral chitinous plates, these are called as pleurons. Okay, so these all 4 chitinous plates, these 2 pleurons, this one tergum and this sternum, all 4 are together called as sclerites. Okay, so all 4 chitinous plates together are called as sclerites. Dorsal tergum, ventral sternum and lateral pleurons. Now all these chitinous plates are not just arranged like this, they are joined with each other. Okay, so you have a joining over here, the body of the cockroach is joined now, so there is joining between these chitinous plates also. So this joining is with a membrane. This membrane is the arthrodial membrane. Arthrodial membrane will join all the chitinous plates with each other and form the exoskeleton, the outer framework of the body of cockroach. Okay, so this introductory part about the cockroach is clear, that it is nocturnal, omnivorous, cursorial, it prefers damp, moist places, crevices, cracks to live. It belongs to the phylum Arthropoda, kingdom Animalia, class Insecta. The 3 common species, Periplaneta americana, Blatta orientalis, Blatta germanica. The exoskeleton, which is made up of chitin, this is very important. The parts of the body of cockroach, the dorsal part, it has tergum, ventral part has sternum, lateral part has pleurons, and all these 4 chitinous plates together are called as sclerites, and these chitinous plates are joined with each other through a membrane, and this membrane is arthrodial membrane. So let's continue with the body division of the cockroach. Okay, so the body of the cockroach is divided into 3 regions. These 3 regions are the head of the cockroach, the thorax and the abdomen. Okay, so head, thorax, abdomen, the 3 regions in which the body of the cockroach is divided. Now in the head region you can find a pair of antenna. A pair of antenna is present in the head. They are also called as feelers. Now they have 2 roles, okay, 2 functions. That is, one is they are tactile, that is they are sensitive to touch, and the other thing is they have olfactory, smell organs. So what this antenna can do, they can locate the food which is present in the vicinity. So even the food is present far by, they can smell the food with the help of this antenna. Okay, one more thing which you can find over here is, see here, between the compound eyes and the antenna, there are these 2 spots. These are the ocellar spots. Ocellar spots, or you can tell it as fenestrae. Okay, ocellar spots or fenestrae. Now what are these ocellar spots? Do they help the cockroach to see? No, they have no role in vision. They have only role in collection of light. So they are basically simple eyes which the cockroach has. It will do gathering of light. It will not help in vision. So how will the cockroach see? With the help of these 2 compound eyes. Now these 2 are the compound eyes of the cockroach. Compound eyes. Okay. Now there are few things which you need to remember about the compound eyes. Now each compound eye is made up of many hexagonal segments. So many hexagonal small segments join together and form one eye. How many segments? 2000 segments. Okay, what are the name of these segments? They are called as ommatidia. So 2000 ommatidia join together and form one compound eye. 2000 ommatidia join together form one compound eye. Okay. So now these segments, see, one segment will form one image. One segment will form one image. In this way, many images are formed. So how does the cockroach see? All these images combine together and it has a blurry image. The cockroach has a blurry image. What is this blurry image called as? It is called as mosaic image. It is very, very important. These 2 things. Okay. 2000 ommatidia and this mosaic image. The vision of the cockroach is called as mosaic vision. It is blurry vision. Okay. Remember this because you can expect questions from this part. So these 2 are the compound eyes of the cockroach. In the head, we have ocellar spots, antenna and compound eyes. Okay, I hope the first part is clear. Now here the thorax. Thorax, it is made up of three segments: prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. So these three are the segments of the thorax. The cockroach has three pairs of legs. See, these are the legs of the cockroach. One pair, two pair and three. So there are three pairs of legs present in the cockroach. Each pair is present in one thoracic segment. So this is the prothoracic leg, mesothoracic leg and metathoracic leg. Okay, so each segment of the thorax has one pair of leg. These two are the wings of the cockroach. So prothorax does not have wing. Remember this, prothorax does not have wing. Cockroach has two pairs of wing. Similarly, see here there is one pair. Here also there is one pair. Okay, so there are two pairs of wings. It is present in the mesothorax. This is the mesothoracic wing and this is the metathoracic wing. So meso and meta, these two segments will have one pair of wing. Now this, the first wing, okay, this is the forewing of the cockroach. Forewing. It is also called as tegmina. Forewing or tegmina. Okay, so this wing is dark. It is dark. It is opaque. Dark opaque wing. Now this hind wing of the cockroach, okay, hind wing of the cockroach, this is transparent. The first one is the dark one, the second one is the transparent one. What is the function of these wings? Do they help in flight? Do they help the cockroach to fly? No. The forewing does not help the cockroach to fly. The flight function is done by the hind wing. Remember this. Hind wing is also called as true wing. Why? Because it is going to help the cockroach for flight. Okay, so this part is also very important, that the flight function is with the hind wing. So what will the forewing do? It will do protection. It is protective in function. It will protect the hind wing. So the forewing will protect the hind wing. Okay, so the thorax part is also clear to you. Okay, one more important thing which is there over here is, now this neck of the cockroach, okay, the cockroach has a flexible neck which makes the head quite mobile. Now this head joined to the thorax by the neck, you can't see this neck. If you see the cockroach, you won't find this neck. So where is the neck hid? This prothorax, the first segment of the thorax, the tergum of this prothorax is extended. Okay, so because of the extension of the tergum of prothorax, the neck is hid. You can't see the neck. So this structure which is formed, okay, this structure which is formed is called as pronotum. Pronotum. This is also very important. Okay, so the neck of the cockroach is hid by the tergum, extension of the tergum of prothorax. This structure which is formed is pronotum. So I hope these many parts are clear to you. Let's move on with the last segment of the cockroach, which is the abdomen. Now the abdomen, the last third part of the cockroach, is made by fusion of 10 segments. See, 10 segments are there in the abdomen. One thing which you will find on the 10th abdominal segment is anal cerci. It is present in male as well as female cockroaches. So both male, female, both the cockroaches will have anal cerci present on the 10th abdominal segment. There is presence of anal style only in case of male cockroaches. Okay, anal style is present only in case of male cockroaches on the 9th abdominal segment. We will discuss about anal style in the further classes. So for here, just remember, on the 10th abdominal segment, we have anal cerci present in both male and female cockroaches. Now one more thing which I want to discuss over here is about the legs and mouth parts present in the head. Okay, the mouth parts present in the head of the cockroach. See, these mouth parts, they have the first thing, that is labrum, which is the upper lip. Second thing is labium, which is the lower lip. It has a maxilla. It has mandible, which helps in cutting and crushing of the food. And all these are accessory things. Okay, upper lip, lower lip, maxilla. the mandible, which is the true jaw, it is going to crush the food, and it has a tongue, which is hypopharynx. So it has a hypopharynx. All these things make the mouth part of the cockroach. One more important thing over here is that it has biting and chewing type of mouth parts. Biting and chewing type of mouth parts. Okay, so cockroach has biting and chewing type of mouth parts. What are there? Labrum, labium, maxilla, mandible and hypopharynx. Last thing about the legs of the cockroach. The leg, the 3 pairs of leg, each leg is made by fusion of 5 podomeres. Poda means leg. Meres means segment. So each leg has 5 segments. Which are these 5 segments? The first is coxa. The second is trochanter. The third one is the femur. The fourth is tibia. And the last one is tarsus. Okay. So these 5 segments are present in the leg. 5 podomeres. Coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia and tarsus. Okay. So this is all about the body division of the cockroach. Just remember that the body is divided into 3 parts: head, thorax, abdomen. Head has a pair of antenna, tactile, olfactory in function. It has a pair of compound eyes which has 2000 ommatidia. It forms a mosaic image. It has 2 ocellular spots or fenestrae, which are the simple eyes. They will gather the light. Then we have the second segment, that is thorax. It is formed by 3 segments: prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax. Each segment has 1 pair of leg. So there are 3 pairs of legs made up of 5 podomeres: coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia, tarsus. Prothorax, the tergum of the prothorax is extended, okay, and it hides the neck. This structure which is formed is called as pronotum. Remember that the mesothorax, metathorax has one pair of wings each. Forewing is also called as tegmina, which is protective in function. Hind wing is also called as true wing because it will help the cockroach to fly. So it is having the function of flight. Then the last part of the cockroach is the abdomen. Abdomen has 10 segments. On the 10th abdominal segment, you have anal cerci present in both male and female cockroaches. I hope the body division of the cockroach and the introductory part is clear to you. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any suggestions on which topic you want the further classes to be, please mention in the comment box. Thank you for watching.